A lot of things. Well, it's wow.
A lot of things, tell me. For example.
It's not a good idea to tell you what I do.
Okay. So are very personal things. Okay, okay. 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 And tell me how is going the university? How is going in your homeworks?
I think it's good.
Okay. Okay, good. You are almost finishing your semester?
Yes, maybe I have a lot of task
Mhm.
because I didn't start to make it, so it's a little bit difficult.
Of course. How many subjects do you have this semester?
What
How many subjects do you have this semester?
subjects? Subjects is
Materias.
ah, puse 5 para ir de tranquilo.
Okay, okay, yes. So relaxing, relaxing. Okay, that is good. Super. Okay, so Mr. Daniel, let's see if your partners are going to join. Let's wait maybe 3 minutes more, okay? We are going to wait 3 minutes more. Thank you, Daniel. Okay, let's see. Someone has read something? No. Mm, okay. And tell me, the issues with the electricity there in your town have finished now? Because you told me you have some issues, Daniel, with the electricity there, no? At the start.
Excuse me, what?
You told me that you used to have some problems, some issues with the electricity there in your town. That is already finished, or is that issue has been fixed, or how is that?
Um, that's a random thing. Okay. Um, I don't know when, but in any moment, the electricity you'd get out. It's
Goes, the electricity goes. Okay, so and I have listened that in that city that problem is very common, no? It's really common.
yes.
Okay, it's, it's a shame. It's a really shame. Okay, so let's start, Mr. Daniel. I think yes, we're going to start. We're going and okay. Mhm. Okay, Mr. Daniel. So we are going to start now. For today, we have a class about, we are going to talk about a very famous person, a very famous character. Let me close the door, sorry. Let me close the door because...
Okay.
Okay, thank you. So, we are going to talk about a very famous character, but I am not going to tell you the name. The idea is that you guess, that you try to guess who is that person, that famous secret character. Okay, so I'm going to make, we are going to make some activities And during those activities, I'm going to give you some clues, some keys about that person. Okay? And in one point, I'm going to ask you, okay, do you already know who is the character? And in that moment, we can start to listen a recording about the biography of that character. But the idea is that you first try to guess, okay?
Okay.
Okay, Daniel. So let's start. I have a dream. I have a dream. What is the first thing you think when you listen that sentence, Mr. Daniel?
I'm going to be completely. I'm going to answer this with complete honesty.
Excuse me, I
Sleep.
couldn't understand you very well. Could you repeat, please?
I'm going to ask you with all the honesty.
No, but the question is, what is your yes with yes honestly, please answer what you think.
Get some sleep.
To go to sleep.
Yes.
To go to sleep.
That's right.
Okay. Okay. To go to sleep. So that is the first thing that you think, to go to sleep. Okay, I have a dream. Okay. Do you know which is the meaning of dream, Mr. Daniel?
Sure. Dream like I dream to be I don't know, a doctor, a famous person.
Uh-huh. Okay. Like an objective, like a goal. Yes?
Hmm. Right.
Okay. But for you, when you listen that sentence, you just thinking go to sleep. Correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Tell me. Did you sleep well yesterday?
Yes.
Okay.
¿Cómo sería estar cansado? I was very tired. No,
Tired.
no.
Uh-huh. Yes, cansado, tired. Mm-hmm.
Well, I was very tired yesterday, so I got to sleep.
Okay. Good. Yeah, so actually you can take this sentence from just in like by two sides. In one side you can say, okay, I have a dream, like okay, or I had a dream, for example, if I said I had in the past. So maybe, oh, and tell me which was that dream, for example, no? ¿Cuál fue tu sueño? Maybe that is more when we refer, like we went to sleep and we had a dream. But also we can say we have a dream that is something that, like you said, maybe we expect to do in the future, no? So yeah, in your case, you go more for the first way, yes?
Okay. Yes.
Okay. So now this sentence here, Mr. Daniel, is the first clue. Okay, this sentence, I have a dream, is the first key for in order to discover who is the character. Okay, because this sentence, it was a very famous sentence that he said. Okay, he or she said. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, let's continue. Previous knowledge. So let's do reactive some previous knowledge. So here we have this, as I have always said, it's very important not just focus in word by word. It's important to focus in the meaning, in the context in which those words has been said. No, it's very important to check all the context in order to get the meaning. No, so the idea here in this activity is that we have, like you can see, some words writing or highlighted, no, are written in red. So the idea is that you try to get the meaning of those words. So I'm going to read the sentence, and after, according to the context and also according to the pictures, because we have some pictures that are going to help you, the idea is that you give me like, okay, I think the meaning of appreciate is this, this, and this. So that you give me like the meaning, yes, what that means, according with the context, okay?
Okay, yes.
Perfect. So let's start. My grandfather was a popular preacher. People traveled long distance to listen to him. We have this picture here. Tell me, what do you think is a preacher?
Appreciate. Okay. I think it's anything like mm, un candidato a presidencia o algo así. ¿Cómo se diría? Como algún candidato a presidencia, un candidato a ser elegido a algo.
Oh, okay, like a candidate to a, yes, to an administration position, or to be a mayor?
Yes. I think it's something like that. Pressure is like the candidate to be mm, a mayor, I think.
Okay. So it's related with important people, yes? Is it
Yeah.
for you? Yeah, okay. So actually, yes, a preacher is related to, yes, to important people, but is more, for example, someone that gives a religious speech. Religious speech. Do you know what?
Oh,
Tell me.
no, o sea, es como una reacción.
No, okay. But do you got it now?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. So, for example, in Spanish will be a preacher.
Um, un sacerdote, un padre, una persona que da, em, pues dentro del contexto de dar cosas religiosas, ¿no?
Ajá.
No sé, es que yo tampoco soy muy religioso y no me sé los nombres de las personas.
Don't worry. Don't worry. Sí, como un predicador. Un predicador.
Exacto.
Yes, but also you are right, because also in politics people are very good speech, has a very good speech. Speech es discurso, tienen un muy buen discurso, ¿no? The people who want to be, for example, the president or the mayor of a town, they have that kind of features. Tienen esa clase de características. They are very good speaker. Okay, so let's continue. And this word is other key, okay? Es otra clave. Let's continue. Joe believes in equal rights for everyone. It doesn't matter if you are black, white, yellow, or brown. So equal rights means
Igualdad de derecho.
Yes, exactly. Could you give me an example?
Equal rights in laboral ambient. Se me olvidó cómo era entorno.
Environment?
Environment, right. Equal rights in a environment work, I think. Performance meant like an equal pay or an equal condition in the work.
To have equal rights in our work environment. Yes, that is a very good example. Yes, sometimes some jobs They prefer more, I don't know, men's to women, for example, or in the other way around. So yes, it's very important. Okay, number 3. Gandhi, the man that you can see here, Gandhi always promoted non-violent solutions. He hated fighting. So non-violent means
Violencia.
okay, and in English, how could you try to describe non-violent?
Non-violent. People who doesn't like the fight or the hate to other people.
Doesn't like to fight. Yes. They resolve their problems without the use or force, for example, ¿no? Without the use of force, you can say also. Puedes decir como sin el uso de la fuerza. Very good, Daniel. Thank you. And number 4, at the age of 25, Allison graduated from Cambridge University. So according to this and to the picture, graduated means tell me.
Estar graduado.
And try to do it in English. For example,
Graduated. I was graduated last year. Anything like that?
Tell me.
Okay. I was graduated the last year. Anything like that?
Yes, I was graduated the last year. Yes. So normally that is when you graduate from a school or university from your studies. Yes. Very good. Thank you, Daniel. And we have the staff are very professional here. They always find the best product for you. In this order of ideas, what staff means?
Staff es las personas que se diría. Por ejemplo, en la producción de una película, el staff es el que se encarga de todas las cosas de fondo, todo el maquillaje y productos o cosas por el estilo. Así que dentro del concepto sé que es el staff, pero no podría darle una traducción directa.
Okay. Okay, I can help you a little bit, okay? I'm going to help you a little bit. And so, for example, is normally the people who work in a company, it doesn't matter what kind of company is. It doesn't matter if it's for a TV program or if it's, I don't know, a pharmaceutical company, a hotel. It doesn't matter what kind of company. It's the group of people who work in a determined company. That is the staff. So it will be. ¿Tienes como una idea un poco más clara, Dani?
Es el personal que se encarga.
Muy bien. Super, very good. Ese es como el personal. The staff. The staff siempre se va a referir como al personal de todas las áreas. Y pues, normally when we start to work in a company, is a word that you are going to start to listen a lot. You're going to start to listen that word a lot. Okay. And number 6. Bill was arrested by the police after he tried to steal a car. So arrested, what does it mean, Mr. Daniel? Arrested. And try to do the definition in English, Daniel. Trata de hacer la definición en inglés. A ver cómo te quedaría.
I stolen that computer, so I be arrested that day.
I was arrested. Yo fui arrestado. Very good. Yes, it's a good example. Very good. Perfect. This is other clue, ¿ok? Esta palabra es otra clave sobre el personaje que vamos a escuchar la biografía, ¿ok? Ok. And the younger generation smoke less than their parents did. The younger generation smoke less than their parents did. According to this, generations means, Mr. Daniel.
Generaciones.
Generación, And how can you describe me what is a generation in English? How can you describe me that word in English?
A generation is like the son of my son, and that's a new generation. And the son of my son, it's another generation. So that's a generation.
A generation. Yes. So in that case, you told me like 3 generations, no? Your son and the son of your son, 3 generations. So we can say that a generation is a group of people that have the same range of age, ¿no? Como el mismo rango de edad, ¿no es cierto? Un grupo de personas que tienen el mismo rango de edad, ¿no? Okay, perfect. Do you know how do we call the new generations? ¿Cómo llamamos a las nuevas generaciones? Do you know?
Millennials, Z. ¿Cómo se decía Z en inglés?
¿Cuál? ¿7?
Z.
Z. Z.
Right. So the millennials and the Z
generation. Good. Well done. Yes. Okay. And which is the main characteristic of a millennial, Daniel?
The millennials are adults now. Sí, adultos, ¿no? Adults.
Adults,
Right, so the millennials are adults now. So I'm a millennial now. I am, what I can say.
Yes, like how old are the millennials now, Daniel?
Like 18 to 25 years old are that range age, the millennials.
Okay. Thank you. I didn't know, like, very clear that. I didn't have that very clear. Okay. Thank you, Daniel. And the protesters were shouting outside the White House. They are not happy with the president's decision. So according to this, the protesters means. What does it mean, protesters?
The protesters for John Biden. It's the new president of the United States.
Yes, exactly. Yes, very good. And that was very awful, no? Because there was a lot of people, and in United States that is not like common, but in that moment it looks like Colombia. That protest, no?
Yeah.
Oh my God, is that United States? Is Bogota? Yeah, but okay. So the things are changing. Things are changing. Okay. Yeah, so those are the protesters. And this word is other clue. Okay? Is other clue. Protesters. So the clues that we have. Esas son las claves que tenemos. Arrested, protesters, we have equal rights, pressure, non-violent, graduated. Okay, and we have, I have a dream. That's other clue. According with this information, Daniel, what do you think? Who is this secret famous character that we are going to talk today?
Mahatma Gandhi. So okay, yes, it got all that tax. Okay, Mahatma Gandhi, but I don't think is that person because it's in the other en la otra. Yes, it's there. So it can be other people.
Could be other person. Yes, yes. It's not Mahatma Gandhi. You can ask me a question about that character. Okay, you can ask me 2 questions about that character, maybe in order to discover who is him.
How old is he?
How old?
Yes.
No, he's already dead.
Okay. Is that how important is he?
He is very important for most. He's more recognized in the United States.
Okay. The color of his skin.
Black.
Is Barack Obama?
No.
Right. He's like.
No, because he's dead, and Barack Obama, I think, is alive. I think Barack Obama creo que todavía está vivo.
Okay, so
You have other opportunity.
an important thing he did.
Okay, because of him, that is the most important thing. Because of him, now black and white people in United States have equal rights.
I don't know.
No. Okay, so today we are going to learn something new. And the famous secret character is Martin Luther King. Yes, it's him. Martin Luther King. So maybe if you didn't know nothing about him, today you can learn something because he was very important also for things that are happening now. Okay, although now in United States we have seen a lot of violence to black people, but when he was alive, he fight, but without the use of force. He fight in order to reach equal rights for everybody. So it's very important, no, of course. So let's have you ever listened something about Martin Luther King, Daniel?
No, I never.
Never.
I never.
Okay, okay. So today you are going to listen something about his biography. It's not an extended biography. It's something short, of course, but with the most important things. Okay. So before to listen this biography, Daniel, we have here some statements. Okay. Tell me.
Okay, okay. No,
Okay. So, could you please, Daniel, read these statements in order to have this information clear, and after we are going to answer. The idea is to answer if these statements are true or false, but we are going to answer after listen, no? But the idea is to read before, like to have a clear idea of what I'm looking for in this recording, okay? So could you read, please, the statements?
Martin Luther King Jr. was born in Africa and then moved to America.
Mhm. Okay.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, yes. Yes.
Okay.
Mhm. Continue, please.
He had a good education.
Mhm.
He was killed by a sniper, like Kennedy.
Yeah, like Kennedy. Yes, exactly.
King won 2 Nobel Peace prizes.
Prices. Prices.
Martin Luther King Day is celebrated every year in January.
January. Perfect. Very good. Okay, so those questions, try to keep it in your mind, Daniel. And the idea is after listen this audio, answer if those statements are true or false. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. So, so let's do it. 1, 2, 3. Are you ready?
Yes.
Martin Luther King Jr. was born in Atlanta, Georgia in 1929. He was born into a religious family and his father was a preacher. When King was growing up, black people in the southern part of the US did not have equal rights, but he believed in non-violent solutions to this problem, and he was involved in many social and political events. He went to a good religious school in Pennsylvania, where his teachers saw him as an excellent student. Later, he was accepted by many universities, including Yale, but he chose to go to Boston University. He graduated at the age of 25 and became a pastor in Alabama. King was good at public speaking. He became a leader for many people who believed in freedom for everyone. In 1960, he and 50 other African Americans went into a department store and asked to be treated like white people. At that time, African Americans could purchase items from the store, but they were not allowed to try on clothes or sit at a table in the restaurant, which was called the Magnolia Room. The 51 protested in the Magnolia Room until the police arrived and arrested every one of them. King worked hard to organize a big demonstration in 1963 in Washington, D.C. There were over 200,000 people, and it was there that he gave his famous speech, "I Have a Dream." This started a big change across the country, and in 1964 he received the Nobel Peace Prize. Dr. King wanted bigger and faster changes. He wanted white and black people to live together in peace. On April 4, 1968, while standing on a balcony in Memphis, he was shot dead by a sniper. After his murder, people of different skin color were crying, and equal treatment finally began. Today, Americans celebrate his birthday every year on the third Monday of January.
Okay, Daniel. How did you feel with this recording? It was very difficult. Hello, Sandra. Good morning. How are you?
I'm so sorry. I
Te escuché
was
que cortaban la
waiting
última
for
parte.
the Sky call, and I don't know why my phone didn't run, you know? So,
Okay. Okay, Sandra. Okay. Okay, don't worry. Okay. So we are already in the part of the listening. of the listening.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
sorry.
So Daniel, could you please try to make a little summary to Sandra about maybe the words that we have seen in in the previous activity? Please.
Okay, Sandra, we have a little vocabulary like equal rights, like pressure, like nonviolent or graduated. We have to arrested the protesters. It's a little vocabulary the teacher are trying to learn us.
Okay. Okay, so this is like a summary, okay, Sandra? So do you understand this vocabulary?
Sure, yeah.
Okay, perfect. So now we have these statements here. Daniel already read these statements, and the idea is to try to check if those statements are true or false. We have already listened one time, yes, this recording. So we are going to listen a second time to give to Daniel a better and more clearest idea, and also to you, so you can listen the biography or Martin Luther King, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3.
Martin Luther King Jr. was born in Atlanta, Georgia in 1929. He was born into a religious family, and his father was a preacher. When King was growing up, black people in the southern part of the US did not have equal rights, but he believed in non-violent solutions to this problem, and he was involved in many social and political events. He went to a good religious school in Pennsylvania, where his teachers saw him as an excellent student. Later, he was accepted by many universities, including Yale, but he chose to go to Boston University. He graduated at the age of 25 and became a pastor in Alabama. King was very good at public speaking. He became a leader for many black people who believed in freedom for everyone. In 1960, he and 50 other African Americans went into a department store and asked to be treated like white people. At that time, African Americans could purchase items from the store, but they were not allowed to try on clothes or sit at a table in the restaurant, which was called the Magnolia Room. The 51 protesters sat in the Magnolia Room until the police arrived and arrested every one of them. King worked hard to organize a big demonstration in 1963 in Washington, D.C. There were over 200,000 people, and it was there that he gave his famous speech, "I Have a Dream." This started a big change across the country, and in 1964 he received the Nobel Peace Prize. Dr. King wanted bigger and faster changes. He wanted white and black people to live together in peace. On April the 4th, 1968, while standing on a balcony in Memphis, he was shot dead by a sniper. After his murder, people of different skin color were crying, and equal treatment finally began. Today, Americans celebrate his birthday every year on the third Monday of January.
Okay, perfect. Okay, guys, are you ready?
Yes, we are.
Okay,
Yes.
Daniel, okay, perfect. So let's start with the first statement. Martin Luther King Jr. was born in Africa and then moved to America. Daniel, tell me, is that true or false? It's false. Where did he born, Daniel?
Alabama?
In
Atlanta, Georgia.
In Atlanta, yes, in Atlanta, Georgia, yes. In Alabama, he said other thing about Alabama, but it wasn't the place where he born. But yes, absolutely wasn't in Africa. Absolutely wasn't in Africa. Okay, good, Daniel. Thank you. Sandra, he had a good education.
It's true, he was a good student. Also, their parents educated him in a strict Catholic beliefs.
Religious, in religious school.
Religious.
Good, yes, well done. Do you remember the university that he chose to study?
He got option for Harvard and Yale, but he selected one on, I don't remember. I guess it's Alabama that Daniel have mentioned before, but I'm not sure at all.
Okay, it's the university from Boston. From Boston.
Oh, Boston.
Okay, thank you, very good. And he was killed by a sniper. Tell me, Daniel, is that true or false?
That's true.
That is true, yes. Do you remember what the narrator said about the place where he was at that moment?
It's a protested scene.
In a
Or
protest?
no, wait. In he speak, I think, I don't remember.
Okay. We are going to answer other questions, so there maybe you're going to find that answer, okay?
I guess Martin was in a motivational speak and someone shot him at the moment he was speaking.
No, that was Gaitan. That was Gaitan, but no. In this case, no. Martin Luther King wasn't in a speech in that moment. In that moment when he was killed, he was in other place. But okay, we are going to check. I think you are going to realize of that later on. Okay. So, and King won 2 Nobel Prizes, Sandra, 2 Nobel Peace Prizes.
I guess it's false.
False. Yes. Do you remember how many Peace
I guess
Prizes?
he only won one.
Perfect. Yes, just one. Was, but okay, one is a Peace Nobel Prize. So wow.
Obviously.
And to a black person in that time, that was yes. Okay.
Unbelievable, yeah.
Exactly. And we have Martin Luther King Day is celebrated every year in January. Tell me, Mr. Daniel, is that true or false?
That's true.
That's true. Perfect. Do you remember the day?
Every third Monday in January.
Perfect. Very good. Well done. Yes, every third Monday. Yes, super. Well done. Okay. Now, guys, we have some questions to check our understanding, okay? So to check, okay, if we understood well or not. So we have some questions here. We are going to read the questions and listen again, okay? So we can answer. So the first question, could you read, Sandra, please, the first question?
When was Martin Luther King born?
And if you already know the answer, you can give us the answer, Sandra.
I don't know.
No? Okay. Please, Daniel, could you read the second question?
What happened in 1960?
Lees primero el 19 y luego el 60.
Okay.
Dale.
So, 1960.
Perfect. What happened in 1960? Could you read me, please? Could you read the options, please, that we have, the 3 options?
He got a famous dish. He was arrested in a restaurant of a department store. He was murdered.
Perfect, thank you. Just here, remember, he gave, because it's past, but he gave. Okay, thank you, Daniel. Sandra, please, could you read the number 3?
How many protesters were arrested in the Magnolia Room.
Perfect. We have 17, 15, and 75. And here is Sandra. For example, for past, yes, for verbs in the past, when it finish in T or in D, so this E we can read as E, as I, sorry, like arrested.
Arrested.
Okay, got it. Es como una clave. Siempre que veas que termina en T o en D, entonces esa finalización del verbo en pasado, ese ed, lo vas a pronunciar como si fuera una I y una D. Arrested. Okay. And please, Daniel, number 4. Daniel?
How did Martin Luther King from speech again?
Famous what? Sorry?
Famous speech began.
Begin. Could you read the options?
This is the dream. I have a dream. I have a dream.
I have a dream. Okay. Perfect. Tell me, Sandra.
No, nothing.
Okay. And for last, we have here. Okay. So, where did it take place? So, where the speech took place, okay? The speech. Entonces, ¿dónde fue que se dio el discurso? In Washington, D.C., in New York, or in Alabama? And where was Martin Luther King murdered? In a department store, in his apartment, or on a balcony? Those are the options, okay? So let's listen again and answer those questions, okay? So 1, 2, 3.
Martin Luther King Jr. was born in Atlanta, Georgia in 1929. He was born into a religious family and his father was a preacher. When King was growing up, black people in the southern part of the US did not have equal rights, but he believed in non-violent solutions to this problem, and he was involved in many social and political events. He went to a good religious school in Pennsylvania, where his teachers saw him as an excellent student. Later, he was accepted by many universities, including Yale, but he chose to go to Boston University. He graduated at the age of 25 and became a pastor in Alabama. King was very good at public speaking. He became a leader for many black people who believed in freedom for everyone. In 1960, he and 50 other African Americans went into a department store and asked to be treated like white people. At that time, African Americans could purchase items from the store, but they were not allowed to try on clothes or sit at a table in the restaurant, which was called the Magnolia Room. The 51 protesters sat in the Magnolia Room until the police arrived and arrested every one of them. King worked hard to organize a big demonstration in 1963 in Washington, D.C. There were over 200,000 people, and it was there that he gave his famous speech, I Have a Dream. This started a big change across the country, and in 1964 he received the Nobel Peace Prize. Dr. King wanted bigger and faster changes. He wanted white and black people to live together in peace. On April the 4th, 1968, while standing on a balcony in Memphis, he was shot dead by a sniper. After his murder, people of different skin color were crying, and equal treatment finally began. Today, Americans celebrate his birthday every year on the third Monday of January.
Okay, perfect, guys. So let's start to answer those questions very quickly. Okay, so Mr. Daniel, when was Martin Luther King born?
Sí, in 1929.
Perfect, 1929, perfect. Sandra, what happened in 1960?
He was arrested in the restaurant or a department store.
Perfect, super, very well. And Daniel, how many protesters were arrested in the Magnolia Room?
The trailer.
Tell me.
I don't know.
You don't know. Okay. Sandra, do you know how many?
B. 51.
51. Yes, yes, they were all in this room. That room, do you remember, Daniel? What was that room? ¿Qué era esa sala? ¿A qué le llamaban la Magnolia Room?
I guess is the place where black people could try on the food, clothes.
Exactly. Yeah. Okay. So, Daniel, let's try with this one. How did Martin Luther King's famous speech begin? Number 4. Daniel? I cannot listen to you. I think you have to activate your microphone. I don't know why it's like. Okay, Sandra, do you know the answer?
Yes, D. I have a dream.
I have a dream. Yes. Very
I
good.
have a dream to why and black people live in peace.
Super. Yes. Yes. Wow. It's wonderful, really. Yes, and
Yeah.
it was the sentence in that we start our topic today. It was our sentence. Okay. Yeah. And Daniel, now can you answer to help me with the number 5? Where did it take place? We have 3 options: Washington, D.C., New York, or Alabama. Alabama, like Forrest Gump. Alabama. So, Daniel, can you hear me? Daniel? Tienes problemas de conexión, yo creo. Creo que debe tener problemas de conexión porque no le estoy escuchando. Okay. So, Sandra, please.
I guess you see in Alabama
No.
or maybe Washington, D.C.
In Washington, D.C. Yeah, it was in Washington, D.C. Yes, exactly. Yeah. And for last, where was Martin Luther King murdered? In a department store, in his apartment, on a balcony?
On a balcony.
On a balcony. Yes, that was the place. It wasn't during a protest. No, it was on a balcony on his home. Yeah. So and it was killed. It was killed by
A sniper.
A sniper. Yeah. Yeah. Very well. Yeah. It's terrible. But after that, you see, white, black people, yellow people, everybody have the same rights after that.
Yeah.
So, okay. So now, guys, what we are going to do is we have here some questions about the life of Martin Luther King. So the idea is to try to answer, choose one question and write an answer in a paragraph, maybe 5 lines in a paragraph, and read to your partners here. So the idea is to use also the past simple that we saw during the last class. So it will be a good opportunity to use the past simple because, it's someone that is already dead. So we can use the past simple. So we have the first question is, what did you learn about Martin Luther King that you didn't know before? So I would like that question, I would like that Daniel answer that question. Daniel.
Teacher,
Yes?
I cannot see the screen.
Okay. Now, no?
Carrie, no, I cannot see.
Okay, I'm going to send you the question by the chat, okay?
Okay.
Okay. And Sandra, the question for you. What do you think life was like for African Americans in the time of Martin Luther King? Okay, Sandra? That will be, okay, the question for you. And I'm going to send to Daniel in the chat. Okay. Okay, Daniel, I already sent to you, okay?
Okay.
Perfect. And okay, I'm going to give you 3 minutes, yes, to answer the question.
Okay, espérate. Profesora, es que me llamaron y me perdí no sé cuántos segundos de la clase. Exactamente qué es lo que hay que hacer con la pregunta.
Y contestarla, Daniel, solo contestarla desde tu punto de vista. Por ejemplo, te preguntas qué aprendiste sobre Martin Luther King que no sabías antes, ¿no es cierto? Entonces, en tu caso, como tú nunca habías escuchado de él, creo que todo era nuevo, entonces sería bueno para ti esa pregunta. Entonces, contestarla, escribir un párrafo contestando la pregunta. Por ahí, máximo 5 renglones, máximo, ¿sí? Y luego, pues, la compartes con nosotros. Luego la lees, ¿listo? Entonces les voy a dar 3 minutos, ¿está bien? ¿Es suficiente o muy poco? Apenas 3 minutos, listo. Porque les tengo luego una información sobre el examen final, entonces quiero compartir eso, pues para que tengamos tiempo para eso. Ok, chicos. Entonces,
Examen final, examen final.
Sí, examen final. Pero tranquilo.
Oh my gosh, I had a heart attack.
Entonces, tranquilo, ya vamos a hablar de eso. Les vamos a poner acá el silencio. Voy a quitar la cámara para que se puedan concentrar. Okay, chicos, are you ready?
Not yet. Yes.
No yet, okay. 2 minutes more, okay?
Got it. Got it.
Okay, chicos. Okay, guys. Ready?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. Daniel, are you ready? Daniel?
Sure.
Ready? Okay, perfect. Super. So let's start. Let's start. Daniel, could you please tell me, what did you learn about Martin Luther King that you didn't know before?
Well,
Oh,
not first, I was going to
I
listen
was
about
thinking about
the
the
important part
important
of
part
the
of the
history of the United
history of the
States,
United States,
and
and
is a very
is
crucial
a very
person to
crucial
part
person to part
because the final got
because
declared
finally the
for
declaration
the
has been
Daniel, se escucha entrecortado, se escucha muy entrecortado y entonces no se te entiende muy bien. No sé si puedas, no sé, intentar, no sé, como hablar más alto o algo así, o a ver, o intentarlo nuevamente, a ver si de pronto ya se escucha mejor. Porfa.
Está bien.
está bien.
Thank you.
The church, I don't know,
I don't know
for today.
for today.
Sí, porfa,
I was
envíamelo por el chat. Yes, send the answer through the chat, please. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, because it's very bad, the signal. Yeah. Okay. While you send me this answer, could you please, Sandra, read the production that you did and also send it to me?
Okay, got it.
Thank you.
From my point of view, Afro-American people at the epoch of Martin Luther King didn't have the same rights as the white people, as for example, they couldn't share the same public spaces with the rest of the people, as restaurants, bars. Also for them was forbidden be part of the government in whatever important role of the society.
Very well, very well. Yes, yes, very well, Sandra. You answer correctly to the question. Just forbidden, just the pronunciation of that word, okay? Forbidden. Yeah, yes, just the pronunciation. And if you can also send to me the production that you did by the chat, please. Perfect. Okay, thank you. So I'm going to take advantage of these minutes that we have to explain you the final exam, okay? Because we have to do like a final project for these speaking encounters. You know that I already sent like the first 30 points. You know, these speaking encounters has a total weight of 60 points, yes? 30 that I already qualified in the first part, and now other 30. So this final exam is going to have a weight of 10 points, okay? So 20 points are going to be for the assistance to these encounters, and the rest are going to be for this final exam that are going to be 20. Let me see. I'm going to open here. Give me a moment, please. I'm going to show you and send you the activity guide, ¿ok? Les voy a enviar la guía de actividades y de una vez la voy a explicar acá para que se resuelvan de pronto las dudas o cositas así. Entonces, espérenme un momento, por favor. Yo la busco acá. Bueno, mientras tanto les voy explicando. Entonces, ¿qué es lo que se va a hacer? Es una exposición, como de pronto se han podido dar cuenta, en cada clase pues hay diferentes temas muy generales, ¿no es cierto?, sobre diferentes tópicos. Entonces, la idea es seleccionar el que más les haya llamado la atención y sobre ese tema hacer una exposición. La idea es que como pues ya se ha visto el vocabulario al respecto, entonces se pueda pues hacer una exposición pues bien, ¿no? Con sus diapositivas y todo. Entonces ya aquí voy a compartirles la pantalla y vamos a revisar juntos la guía de actividades. Entonces, esta es la guía de actividades, chicos, que les voy a enviar aquí a través del grupo de Skype. Bueno, también se los voy a enviar por correo para que esté bien por ambos medios. Entonces, ¿cuál es el objetivo principal? To be able to express yourself in a confident and clear way in English about one of the topics seen during the sessions using correct pronunciation and grammar structures. Entonces, pues la idea es eso, podernos expresar con confianza, ¿no es cierto?, con seguridad sobre alguno de los temas que hemos visto. No vamos a hablar de temas que no se han visto, sino sobre temas que se han visto precisamente porque ya se ha visto vocabulario al respecto, ¿no? Entonces, eso sería como lo primero. Y pues revisar lo que vamos a mirar es la pronunciación y el vocabulario. Eso es, por ejemplo, contents to be assessed, como qué cosas son las que se van a evaluar, vocabulary seen for the particular lesson, choose, pronunciation, fluency, prepare material to present the topic. Entonces, la idea es también hacer como una presentación digamos, con la herramienta que ustedes más, como que se sientan mejor, ¿no? Como más en confianza, ya sea Powtoon, ya sea Prezi, ya sea PowerPoint, la herramienta que a ustedes más les guste o más se les facilite, con esa hacer la exposición. Entonces, Acá está. ¿Para cuándo es? It's for the 6th of May. Okay, entonces, para el 6 de mayo, que sería en 2 semanas. Esa va a ser nuestra última clase, chicos. Entonces, ese va a ser el día que ya es la última clase, entonces ese es el día que se van a hacer las exposiciones, ¿ok? Que eso cae un jueves, no en la próxima semana, sino la otra semana, ¿vale? Y aquí están los temas. Entonces, lo primero es elegir uno de estos temas. Choose one of the following topics seen during the English speaking sessions encounters. Entonces tenemos Marie Curie biography, supermemory, The Incredible Life of Rebecca Sharrock, how to deal with being single and feeling lonely, soccer and World Cup brings world together, what is a performance review, how to do it and what expect, what can we do when we feel sick, Martin Luther King biography, que fue la de hoy, y la que vamos a ver en la próxima clase, que es How to be Healthy. La coloqué aquí de una vez para, si quieren de pronto esperar y tomar esa. So, after you select your topic, what you have to do is write your selection in the Skype group. Each student have to choose a different topic, so write your selection soon to avoid someone else selected. Entonces la idea es que cuando ustedes digan, bueno, yo escojo este tema, entonces lo comparten allí en el grupo para que así pues sus compañeros no vayan a escoger el mismo tema que ustedes. Okay, after that, the idea is what? Check your notes about that specific topic, or you can ask to me for the material presented during that lesson to help you remember the vocabulary and useful expressions. Entonces la idea es obviamente pues revisar las notas, los apuntes, pero también si quieren les puedo enviar como las presentaciones que yo les hago, el material que yo les preparo siempre para ayudarles con su presentación. Obviamente no pueden tomar esa misma, ustedes tienen que hacer una propia, ¿sí? Porque es más como una exposición sobre ese tema en particular. And after, make your own research about the selected topic to enrich the presentation. Entonces, la idea es no solo quedarnos como con la información que vimos durante la lección, sino también hacer como nuestra propia investigación un poquito sobre ese tema, como para darle un poco más de profundidad al tema. And design a presentation with the web tool of your preference. This material is going to help you to do your exposition. Make at least 5 slides. Remember, write short text. Just write keywords, include pictures and the reference at the end. Entonces la idea es que como mínimo tengan 5 diapositivas, incluir la portada, incluir las referencias, pero pues puede llevarse más slides, eso depende pues del tema, de qué tanto pues hayan investigado también, digamos, otra información. Do your exposition of the selected topic for at least 3 minutes and maximum 6 minutes. Entonces, esos es como los rangos de tiempo que deben durar la exposición. Mínimo 3 minutos, máximo 6 minutos. ¿Listo? ¿Cuándo? El 6, ¿no? Que es el día que se va a hacer la exposición. And prepare 2 questions about your exposition and ask them to some of your classmates. Entonces, la idea es que también traigan ya preparadas 2 preguntitas para que las puedan formular a sus compañeros preguntas sobre pues, el tema que expusieron. ¿Listo? Entonces, I would like to know if you have questions, if it's clear or not.
For me, it's pretty clear.
Okay, super. Okay, for you, Daniel?
No, it's clear.
It's clear. Okay, perfect. Okay, so I'm going to send you this activity guide to the Skype group. And if you need the material for the selected topic, you tell me, okay? Okay, Sandra, perfect. Okay, so when you select it, so I'm going to send to you the material, okay?
Got it.
Perfect. Okay, guys, so I'm going to check that. And I would like to know what to do when you are sick. Okay, Daniel. Oh, Daniel already chose Perfect. You were the first.
No, I was the first one.
Yes, okay. ¿Cuál fue la tuya?
Rebecca Sharrow.
La de Rebecca. Okay, perfect. Super. Okay, guys. So I would like to know if you have questions.
No.
Okay. So I'm going to share the writing that you sent to me and give you a feedback through the chat. And if you don't have more questions, so this will be the end of our session for today, okay?
Can I ask you for a favor?
Yes, tell me.
Could you send me again the podcast of Rebecca Sharrow again? Because it was so useful to understand so well about her magnificent ability.
Of course, yes. I'm going to send you the recording, of course.
And the slides too, please.
Okay, perfect. It's a deal. Okay, so, yeah. Ok, chicos. So, ¿alguna otra pregunta, Daniel? Daniel, ¿tienes preguntas? ¿No? Okay. So, okay, guys. So, thank you to be with me in this English encounter, and see you the next class, okay?
Thank you. See you.
Okay, see you, Sandra. Have a good weekend.
You too. Bye.
Bye. Bye, Daniel.
Bye. Buena day.
Tell me, Daniel. Sorry. ¿Dijiste algo? Okay. Bye, Daniel.